when I, as an independent, decided to run, I had to collect 60 signatures for a state assembly. For
Okay.
a congressional district, one of the lady who is running along with me, she had to collect 40 signatures
Wow.
and pay. My fees was like the salary of a congressman is 170K, so she had to pay around $1,700 as a fee, 1%
Okay.
of the annual salary. Mine was 1% of the annual salary was 1350, 1320 something. And for each signature we collected, we get a discount of $1.50 for myself.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So I ended up paying 1200 because I collected some signatures from Alameda, and I did not separate it out. But again, and
Hmm.
compared to that, when you talk to me, it has been I have been having sleepless night when you said 19,000 signatures.
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on this? And I want to publish this, like how hard it is for an independent to challenge the party system.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the rules are definitely stacked against us to make it impossible for any independent candidate to get onto the ballot.
Mhm.
Um, I'm even working hard right now just to even let people know that I'm a potential candidate. Even when I'm out talking to people, they're like, we didn't know you were running." And then they Google it and they're like, you're not running for Congress. And I said, "I'm trying to get on the ballot. I'm not even on the ballot yet." And they're like, "Well, we went to all the sites that shows, where who's running." Even that piece of it, I think, is um, uh, is a prohibition in a way, because you have to go to the Federal Election Commission and see who has filed there to even see if to even know that I'm out collecting signatures. So I think that, that's even that is a limit, that it isn't that there isn't somewhere that we can file with the state that says we are an active candidate seeking the ballot. Like, if we could even get that recognition, we're not even getting
Okay,
that kind of recognition.
that
And then,
is that is
yeah,
very interesting because when I decided to run, I had to file an intent to run,
yes,
intention to run. So when I filed the intention to run, county lists the name of the people who have filed an intent. Did not mean they paid a fees or anything. It's just an intention.
yeah,
Because with that I go and collect the signatures, because how would people justify? So that's when I get the sheet which I go to collect signatures. The, what do we say, nomination sheet.
the petition sheet, yeah, to
Yeah, we
nominate,
call it
yeah, the
nomination.
petition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even I did file with the Federal Election Commission. There's nobody to file with in Illinois to say, "Hey, I'm a candidate," until you get added, until you submit those signatures. Then once you submit your, um, we were calculating that it's around 19,000 signatures. It's in this, I don't quite understand either. It's five. I don't know why there's a range in percentage, but it's 5 to 8% of who voted in the last election. That's the amount of signatures that we need. And as I understand it, it's less than one. It's 1% that either a Democrat or a Republican needs to get in signatures in order to get added to the primary ballot.
So here is how it works. Illinois County Election Board or county clerk should give you this information, or a state election board or commission, whatever they say. Here we say it's Secretary of State, uh, and they should also give you this information, because where did you get the nomination forms?
From the Illinois Election Commission. Yeah.
Okay, so they should also tell you what is the logic, how many signatures, and how does it. They should have some documentation to justify whether how many signatures are required.
I
So,
mean, there's documentation out there, but it's given as a range. And
okay.
like I said, I don't, as I read that law, I don't understand even why the range
So,
exists.
uh,
And I,
so
yeah,
in that case, you should ask them how many signatures are required if a Democrat is running for office or a Republican is running for primaries.
yeah, that's 1%. It's 1/5 of what I have to collect.
Okay. And is it in black and white?
I believe that is in black and white. Yes.
Can you share me those information?
I can, I mean, I can go get that. I
Yeah.
can pull that up
So
and
I want to write an article. I am researching on how hard it is in different states. Doesn't matter whether it's red or blue.
okay.
And when you told me, I was literally every day I'm talking to people. I'm saying like we always thought Illinois would be very easier, but
No.
here you see it's mm, pretty hard, pretty
Yeah.
impossible. It's just like impossible. It's saying like okay, do not run.
Basically. Yeah. Right. I did meet with a group um, of independent candidates that are running in Illinois. I don't know how many was on the phone. Tyrone Muhammad was the one that reached out to me and invited me to a conference call. They were talking to an attorney, and Tyrone's trying to pull a group together to sue over this disparity.
Okay.
And to go in with the same amount of signatures that's required to be on the primary ballot, to basically sue for that, to sue for equity, basically. And so I would sure like to introduce you to that group and even to that attorney. That I guess I don't even remember his name off the top of my head. I need to reach back
That's
out
okay.
to Tyrone to get all that info. But I guess this guy's this attorney that he's got that is going to do this filing has had some success challenging these kinds of rules. So yeah, I would definitely like to connect you guys, and I will look up that. I will get the links and the exact, law and wording and send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's other like petition things in there. So, I did hear back, and this is a thing where I haven't hired an attorney. This is one of the problems is like, I need to
But
hire an attorney to try to
but
interpret these rules. I've had different attorneys that are working for other candidates, other independent candidates tell me different things. I had an attorney that was part of there's an independence party, a fledgling independence party that's developing in Illinois. They told me that I didn't have to have county specific on the top of each form. And then I had another attorney, or she was actually a paralegal that's working for another independent candidate. She said you absolutely have to have each individual county on each individual petition, and that you couldn't have multiple people from different counties sign the same petition.
no, I know that part because in my case I have two different counties. So I did not know that and I mixed up.
Yeah, we have 5 counties.
So
And so,
out of the 150 signatures I submitted, 88 got accepted because they were from Contra Costa County, and I submitted only in this county. I didn't go to the other county for the discount.
oh, yeah.
It it wasn't worth
So
it
there's
this
even
time.
some debate about, what is required, what form is required exactly. Like, can you make an error in preparing that form? There's just, I don't know. I've had conflicting legal opinions on,
So I think one of the important thing is if you're running, you shouldn't be needing an attorney to help you out. That's incorrect in the part of the election commission is failing their duties if you have to do all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes, I had to figure all of that out.
Figuring
So,
out yourself is fine, but if you need to have an attorney, that's very prohibitive
yeah.
because attorneys are not cheap. We all know that.
No, it's probably, I would imagine it's at least a $5,000 retainer to get
Yeah.
somebody on board, and then to have
So
them prepare your forms for you. And, who knows? I know that this guy that's going to file this lawsuit is doing it for 10 grand. And that apparently, he would normally charge like 12 grand for this, or 22 grand. I heard that he was given like a 50% discount on his fee for that. And that this group was lucky to be getting it for 10 grand to file this lawsuit. So, of course, Muhammad reached out to me because he's looking for more people that can throw money into that lawsuit pot to help pay for that lawsuit. So
okay.
I'm still, I said I would match him in that, but I just, I haven't looked up this guy's credentials yet. I just haven't had time to chase all that down yet.
Oh no, no, I completely
Yeah.
understand. It's not easy. It's
Yeah.
very time consuming, and you run a business too. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So
um,
it's definitely not straightforward for you. I understand that part.
yeah.
That was
So,
one of the main concern I had. Like I wanted to speak out to you and see how it goes, basically.
yeah. Well, I'll try to get some more better info together and we can do this again.
How is your signature collection going on?
Um, I don't know. It's not, I'm not
It's
getting the
not easy.
volunteers that I had hoped for. It's just not really catching. I'm not getting a lot of, I don't know. I'm just, we get a lot of support in the shop when people stop by. Everybody signs our thing and people are supportive. But, I need more than people just saying, hey, I'm glad you're running. I need people to like, okay, you're glad I'm running. Go collect me 20 signatures then. And I don't know. I'm not rallying. I have a small team around me that's like excited and, is ready to work and stuff. That, people that have known me through Hempstock Farms and
Hmm.
that would like
So
to see this happen.
I
But
I
I'm
wanted
having
to
a hard time catching. I was just
share it.
hoping it would catch the mood of people wanting change. But I just think, I don't know, gosh, people are just so
So
overwhelmed with other serious stuff going on right now that I don't know, they just seem like they don't want to get involved.
so I had like the best people to get involved is the high schoolers.
Mm, okay.
I had like my office full of high schoolers today, and they were doing phone calling to all the voters.
Wow.
Again, out of the ratio was out of 21% picks up.
Yeah. I
But at
guess
least,
my
but at
challenge
least,
is,
uh, but at least those people are getting the message. The reason I'm telling you about this is because high schoolers are much easier, and they have the energy to door knock. If you give them the right pitch, they door knock much easier. I pay them. I don't take free service. I pay them. The idea is if they get paid, they're far more motivated than anything else. And I can ask accountability too, even if I'm paying minimum wage.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
my kid is a high schooler. I told him, and now he called all his friends. My office was full.
Wow.
But if you put a small ad on next door saying I'm looking for high schoolers, I think who want to be learning on leadership, this would be a good opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the decision is it worth the investment? And I guess
I,
that's the
I,
problem that I have is like, Is it?
No, I see it's 19,000 is very, very prohibitive. Like it is saying, do not run.
I mean, if
It's a
I had to
clear,
hire, if I had to hire people to collect 5,000 signatures, no problem. Like I'll make that investment. But
yeah,
everybody's
19,000.
telling me in order to pass this thing, you got to get at least 60,000. And to me, it seems like you're just burning money on a fire pit
Yes,
if
yes,
you
yes.
don't, if the end
I
game doesn't work.
no,
Like you
even if
can't
it is,
build a bridge halfway there. That's a wasted bridge building.
yes, if it is 1,000, 1,500 signatures, I would have still accepted. If it was 19,000, I wouldn't have dared running. Trust me.
Yeah. So that's my problem. And then the other problem is just the time that it's taking to build relationships. To me, this is almost like laying the groundwork for next time
Yes.
because getting access. Like I serve on a board of a local food shed with the president of the local community college. I've known this guy for 2 years and served with them. And then I reach out to the community college. I also collaborate with their agricultural program and like hosted stuff. I've supported shit. And I reach out to these guys about politics and it's crickets. I cannot get access to students. I've reached out to faculty. I've
Why
reached
can
out
you
to
not get
all the
an?
student life groups. I reached out to them. I reached out to everybody I knew at that college. And nobody answers. There's no answer. There's no like, yeah, come on and speak to my class, or we'll have a forum or whatever. And then I find out just through, news that they've invited Bill Foster on for a State of the Union or a State of the, I don't know, a town hall. That's what he's calling it. They invited Bill Foster out for a town hall tonight. I didn't get a courtesy, again, no courtesy invite to the person just trying to get onto the ballot. So I think they invited the Republican. We'll see if that's, like if he gets a later date or what, but it's that kind of like
So,
non-legitimacy as someone trying to get onto the ballot.
so
You can't get any legitimacy with these institutions, and it just takes time, I guess.
I think I had similar experiences.
Yeah.
So one of the person who spoke to me on the when I was not allowed like my council appointment time, the way they did it, and people were like very annoyed when 350 people speak and you don't respond. So one of the person had spoken in the city council meeting. He was elected as a PTA president, parent
Okay.
teacher association,
Right.
and he was being told by the principal to resign because of his involvement in council politics.
Wow.
And he resigned as well.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so now it clarifies why people are not responding to you. They are only so all the people representing a party. So my pitch is everybody representing a party are not really leaders. They are just employees of company
Mm,
acting as a leader. They're
yeah.
actors, not leaders. Leaders
Yes.
don't need party, right?
Right. And this is true. And that's what freezes us out. I think everybody is afraid.
Of
This is a
leaders.
sense I'm getting, is they're afraid of offending the people in power.
Yes.
If they say yes to me, if they invite me to speak or give me any quarter, then now they've been put on the bad person list,
Mhm.
and they risk losing their funding. They list
Mm.
their congressman fighting for them. And
Yes.
so I think that's exactly what's going on. I mean, I see it, I know it, I feel it. And I know that there are people that totally align with me, but they are distancing themselves
Mm-hmm.
because they don't think I can win. You know, they don't think I have any chance to even get on the ballot, let
No,
alone
yeah,
win.
getting on the
So,
ballot is the very first thing before winning, right?
yeah. So it's just kind of like, I
It's
feel
like the,
like
they have
there
made
needs to
election.
be more legitimacy early on of all candidates that are trying to, you know, there should be, I don't know, maybe we have to lead that independently of like,
So just to get an idea, 1% is like how many signature?
what do you mean?
5% is 19,000 signature. So 1% is still 3 to 4,000 signatures, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's still
That's a lot.
like 4,000. Yeah. It's still yeah. It's still significant.
So even if it's a party, it's pretty low, then in California, it's much more easier to run.
Oh, it's super easy. I mean, the woman that we talked to in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Can you
Um,
share me her contact details?
oh, I thought I did.
You did. My phone has some issue. I think you did it early
Real.
now. You
Vila
send it.
Real.
Can
Vila Real is her
can you
name.
drop it in the chat?
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat. Or I'll text it to you when I pull it up. But she just had to pay a fee of $7,500 to get on the ballot.
Okay, so she didn't have to collect 4,000 signatures.
No, I forget how much. I think she only needed a few thousand and
I'll
or
check. I'll check.
$7,500. And I told her, I said, just pay the fee.
Okay,
I
share me
mean,
her
campaign, do
details.
your campaign painting, but just pay the fee. I even sent her a $250 donation because I felt it was so easy for her to get
Mm-hmm.
both signatures and I mean, she went to King's Day and collected. So
Share me her contact detail. We'll do a call with her if you want. I think I want to compare all the places, how easy it is to run at different
yeah,
places.
right.
I'll record that call as well, and we'll probably put a small article out of all the three. I need this recording too.
Okay.
I'll
All
I'll
right.
have to get on something else right now
Yeah.
because I've been packed up completely. I need to do my filing of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
stuff as well.
I got a podcast here and
Sure.
we're going
Okay.
to do it at 5:15 today instead.
No problem. I'll ping you, circle back with you. I need this recording though.
Okay. I will. I'll
Sure.
send it to you. I
No
think I'm
problem.
going to, when I end recording, it may present you an opportunity to download that.
Yeah, can you do that
Either
right now?
way, I'll download it and send it to you.
Yeah. You can stop
All right.
recording. You can see how it goes.
Okay. Thanks, Truck.